I am here, observing the unfolding events of the late 1940s. The world grapples with the aftermath of war, but few are prepared for the battle brewing in a quiet suburban home in Cottage City, Maryland. Here lives Roland Doe, a pseudonym for Ronald Edwin Hunkler, a seemingly ordinary 14-year-old boy born in 1935 into a German Lutheran family. His life takes an unexpected turn through his close relationship with his Aunt Harriet, a spiritualist. It is she who introduces him to the Ouija board, an act that, according to traditional accounts, serves as a catalyst, opening a door to something far more sinister than a simple game. The initial strange occurrences that plague the Mannheim home are unsettling. Inexplicable scratching sounds fill the air, furniture moves on its own, and a bed shakes so violently that Roland must be removed from it, as reported by the family's Lutheran minister, Reverend Schultz. Roland's behavior rapidly worsens. He becomes physically violent towards his mother, displays disturbing acts like defecating on the walls, and develops a profound aversion to sacred objects such as crosses and religious paintings. Accounts even mention him speaking in a guttural voice and, chillingly, in Latin. Desperate for answers, the family first turns to psychiatrists and medical doctors. Their inability to find anything physically or mentally wrong with him pushes the family towards a religious explanation, a path few would willingly choose when faced with such terrifying manifestations. The first attempt at exorcism is conducted by Roman Catholic priest Father Edward Hughes at Georgetown University Hospital. This ritual is brutally interrupted when Roland allegedly slips his hand out of restraints, breaks a bed spring, and uses it to slash the priest's arm, an injury that requires over 100 stitches. After this incident, Roland is sent home, but his concerning behavior continues, culminating in a screaming fit during which the word Louis appears in welts on his chest. When his mother asks if it means St. Louis, where they have relatives, the word yes reportedly appears in welts. This leads to a new phase of intervention. Priests Father William Bowdern and Father Raymond Bishop evaluate Roland at his relative's home in St. Louis, where they allegedly observe further shaking beds, flying objects, and the boy reportedly scratching words like hell and Christ onto his own chest with his fingernails. Convinced of possession, they are granted permission by the Archbishop to perform more exorcisms. The scale and intensity of these subsequent rites at the Alexian Brothers Hospital are immense. 30 sessions are performed over 6 weeks, witnessed by an astonishing 9 Jesuits and 48 people, meticulously documented in Father Bishop's diary. After the final exorcism, witnesses report hearing a loud shotgun blast sound. Roland allegedly returns to normal, with no recollection of the events. He grows up to live a completely normal life.
I am a medical professional, and I am reviewing the case of Anna Elisabeth Anneliese Michel, born in 1952 in Bavaria, Germany, into a devout Roman Catholic family. This is a story that, as the records show, ends in tragedy. Her struggles begin early. At age 16, she experiences a severe convulsion and is diagnosed with temporal lobe epilepsy. Subsequent years bring deepening depression and disturbing hallucinations, with Anneliese complaining of hearing voices telling her she is damned and will rot in hell. Despite 5 years of psychiatric medication, including Dilantin, Aolept, and Tegretol, her symptoms worsen. She becomes intensely intolerant to religious objects, begins growling obscenities, screaming guttural curses, and displays alarming acts like self-harm, drinking her own urine, and eating insects. When medical science offers no relief, when symptoms defy all rational explanation, I see the desperate choices being made. Convinced that pharmacological drugs have failed and that she is possessed by a demon, Anneliese and her family seek help from the Catholic Church. Initially, priests decline their requests, recommending continued medical care and emphasizing that a major exorcism requires a bishop's explicit permission. However, after Father Ernst Olt and Jesuit priest Father Rodwick present a detailed report arguing for genuine demonic possession, Bishop Joseph Stangl of Würzburg eventually grants permission for the major rite of exorcism, with strict orders for secrecy. The exorcism sessions are grueling and numerous. A total of 67 rites are performed over approximately 10 months in 1975 and 1976. These intense sessions often last up to 4 hours each, occurring 1 to 2 times a week. In a tragic decision made at Anneliese's request, her parents stopped consulting doctors, placing their sole reliance on the exorcism rites. During these rituals, the priests claim that 6 demons identify themselves through Anneliese, including Lucifer, Cain, Judas Iscariot, Nero, Adolf Hitler, and an evil priest named Fleischmann. As the spiritual battle rages, I observe, a different, more insidious enemy silently claims her life, one that no ritual can banish. Anneliese's physical condition deteriorates rapidly. She begins to refuse food, leading to severe malnutrition and dehydration. She dies on July 1st, 1976, in her home. The autopsy report confirms the cause of death as malnutrition and dehydration, noting her emaciated state, broken knees from continuous genuflections, and contracted pneumonia. The state prosecutor later maintains her death could have been prevented as late as a week before she dies. The subsequent legal proceedings are highly publicized. In 1976, Anneliese's parents, Joseph and Anna Michel, and the 2 priests, Ernst Alt and Arnold Renz, are charged with negligent homicide, leading to a trial in March 1978. Doctors testify that Michel is not possessed, attributing her manifestations to a psychological effect of her strict religious upbringing and epilepsy. The defense argues that the exorcism is legal and protected by religious freedom, even playing tapes from the sessions claiming to feature demons arguing. All 4 are convicted of negligent homicide, receiving suspended prison sentences and fines.
I am a historian, poring over the records from 1906, when St. Michael's Mission in Natal, South Africa, a seemingly tranquil convent, is suddenly plunged into inexplicable chaos. This is where I find the story of Clara Germana Cele, a 16-year-old South African orphan and schoolgirl. Her account transports me back to a time when spiritual explanations for the unexplainable are often the primary, if not only, recourse. What dark secret can a young, innocent girl be hiding that unleashes such terror and defies the very laws of physics? I examine the testimonies, seeking answers. The alleged origin of Clara's affliction, as the documents state, is a confession to her confessor, Father Horner Erasmus, that she has made a pact with Satan. This revelation sets the stage for the bizarre events that follow. A nun and other witnesses report extraordinary symptoms that push the boundaries of belief. Clara allegedly exhibits xenoglossia, speaking languages she has no prior knowledge of, including Polish, German, French, and Norwegian. Witnesses reportedly confirm this astonishing ability. Beyond language, she displays incredible, unnatural ferocity, reportedly hurling nuns across convent rooms and beating them up. Her cries are described as having a savage bestiality that astonishes those around her. She also shows a profound aversion to blessed objects, reacting violently to their presence. Perhaps the most astonishing claim, and one that has captivated imaginations for over a century, is levitation. Clara is said to rise up to 5 feet in the air, sometimes vertically, sometimes horizontally. Crucially, she reportedly falls only when sprinkled with holy water. How can a young girl possess such impossible abilities, defying gravity and speaking tongues she has never learned? The exorcism itself is an intense and dramatic ordeal, performed by Father Erasmus and Father Mansueti, lasting 2 full days. During the ritual, the alleged possessing entity displays dramatic resistance. Clara's immediate action is to knock the Holy Bible from the priest's hands and attempt to choke him with his stole. After the exorcism, Clara reportedly lives for 6 years free from possession. She feels deep shame for her past behavior, seeking humble pursuits, and dies in 1912 from heart failure at the age of 22. What truly lies at the heart of these chilling accounts? Are they manifestations of a spiritual realm beyond our comprehension? Extreme expressions of the human psyche under immense duress? Or a powerful confluence of belief and suggestion? The questions linger, inviting us to ponder the boundaries of the known.